As far as starting a delivery service business, whether it's expediting, local, regional, how do you know that you're ready to go over the road? OTR. How do you know? Have you prepared yourself for it? Are you used to it? What makes you ready to go over the road? It can be challenging. You know, a lot of people want to do it because they hear other people doing it. Like, I'm actually on the road now delivering to Wisconsin. From Georgia is where I came from. In the part of Georgia I think it was 1,200 miles, something like that. But it's a question to think about. You know, are you prepared? Are you ready mentally to be over the road? You know, like right now, I'm not listening to any music. I got the wind in my ear, and I'm riding and chilling. It is most definitely a question to ask yourself. You know, if you never thought about it, think about it, prepare yourself. You know, unlike individuals that have box truck businesses, we don't have to keep a log with a cargo van. We don't have to keep a log. We don't have to pull over. Should you? Yes. If you are not used to over the road, oh, that's my bag and stuff. If you are not used to over the road, get your behind to a room or a rest area and rest. And do exactly what the sign says, rest. There's too many accidents happening that can be prevented. For me, over the road is a passion. I love driving. I'm from a small town, so we had to drive everywhere we went in order to have fun, you know, in order to do something. So for me, it doesn't bother me. So I can take this whole trip to Wisconsin and I'm fine. Now, I can't tell you that coming back, but an 18-hour trip, 19-hour trip, 24-hour trip, I can do it on top of my head. No problem. Again, I can't tell you coming back that I'm going to be good. I've done it before, and it was a challenge to the point where I had to pull over. But, you know, it's just a question for, you know, people who get started in cargo van, even box trucks, 18-wheelers. It's just something to think about. Over the road can be no joke if you don't prepare your body for it. You get sleepy, you get anxious, you get ready to get up out of that vehicle, and you also have your delivery to do at a certain amount of time, depending on, you know, the time that you left. You also have to factor in traffic. You got to pull over to get gas. So, I mean, it's a lot of things to make them delivery times if they're giving you a specific time that they want, you know, something from point A to point B. So you have certain things that you have to think about and make sure that you can actually carry out the mission. Because it's not easy sometimes, and a lot of people may think it is, and then you get out here and, you know, the first thing you do is get sleepy. So coffee don't work for me. None of that works for me. I prepare myself with sleep and just calming the mind down. You have to. But yeah, that was just a question for, you know, people that's getting in the business of delivering, transporting, expediting. Just something to think about. You know, are you ready for OTR? Is it the best fit for you? How many miles can you travel before you have to get off the road, you know, and get that rest? It's just a lot of things to think about. So, you know, just be mindful of every decision that you make out here on the road, because it's going to be on you. I think that's pretty much it. I'm Felice. It's crazy. You get on the road and you have a lot of stuff on your mind. I have so many videos, but I'm like, man, I ain't posting that. But yeah, this has always been a passion for me, so it doesn't bother me. But like I said, it's just something. If you're new into the business, into the industry of transportation, it's just something to think about. I am Belize. You have any questions, any concerns? I don't know everything. I know enough. I have a contract and I have a shipper. Well, I have a couple shippers, but right now I'm only working with one because of where I go. And then when I get back to Georgia, I normally work on my contracted position, when I'm there. So, like I said, I know a little bit, not too much. I would tell you, it's not easy getting into it, even after you research, because, you pull all these names and all of this, and either, no one's not answering, no one's not responding, you go drop your card off and you haven't heard back from anyone, but just always remember to do that follow-up, regardless of your method of trying to reach out. Always do that follow-up. So, it's good to reach out to say, hey, I'm such and such, and I wanted to give you information about my business, what I do. Is it a good thing to send you an email, or should I come in? I mean, you just never know. A lot of people, they like to deal with email because it be so much going on throughout the day, and then they have you sitting there waiting. So, a lot of people like to deal with email. Some people want you to call. Some people prefer you to stop by. So, you just have to be mindful of all of it. But yeah, like I said, I don't have courses or anything like that. I listen to a whole bunch of other YouTube creators. BG, that's the fam. Mark the mentor, that's my boy. Mark is a mess. Chicago, that's my boy. Those are the main two for right now that I really listen to and apply, the things that I hear and learn to my own situation. So, one thing Mark is big on is knowing your cost per mile. So, it's very important, and depending on what you have going on, what you have put into your business is how you calculate all of that information. So, he is a real good person to go and learn from. Very good person to go and learn from as far as mentor. So check him out. Check BG out. Daily Grinds. Y'all have a good morning. I'm still driving. I think 600 miles to go.